All right. So, last time we left off with Lyn's character going off by her lonesome.
Sus.
I mean,
Except
technically, Sled was there.
yeah, technically Sled is there. So
Sled can barely walk on his 2 feet.
he's getting still used to his new body. But so you guys are wandering out in town. We'll start with Lyn and Zinnia. As you guys are wandering around town. Zinnia, where exactly are you guys headed? Where are you intending to go?
Towards the baths you were telling me about. That was like sort of close to the gate.
So you head over to the baths, and what is it that you would like to do there?
Just take a bath.
Cool. So yeah, you go ahead and you can make use of the bathhouse. I imagine Sled doesn't go in with you to the bath. But yeah, you make use of the bathhouse. You're able to have a nice and relaxing time. And by the time that you get out, it's mostly nightfall. So you guys you're, when you walk out, it's night. There are stars overhead. There's a lot less people who are out and about now in Candlekeep.
This sound like romantic.
Sled and Zinnia are having an intimate moment, you guys.
That's so funny.
And as you're walking, you see a very familiar knight or guard who is on. Actually, it looks like he's on his way as well to the inn. You see Phoenix walking about alone by himself. And he sees you as you are also, like, I guess, imagine by this point you were returning to the inn.
Yes.
He sees you as you are heading back to the inn, Lyn, and he goes, "Oh, hey, is any of your party with you?"
Not with me at the moment, but they're at the inn.
Says, "Oh, okay. This may be a weird question, but are any of you good with like medicine or anything like that?"
I am. Do you need anything?
He says, "Yeah. Do you know anything that would help with sleeping?"
Sleeping. For that, Krissey, would I have to do like a roll, or can I just say something?
We can just assume that you know. I imagine medicinal herb, like stuff to help with sleeping, like melatonin and things like that. I imagine that's pretty easy that you know that. That's like elementary herbalism stuff.
Okay.
Elementary.
I would assume. I hope so.
Then to Phoenix, she turns and says, "Yes, I have a few herbs that might help with that."
Oh, his eyebrows lift on his head. He goes, "Really? That's that would be great. Do you have? I mean, I hate to ask this of you. I'll pay you for them. Do you think I could buy some off you?"
Well, I don't have my things with me right now, but if you would follow me back to the inn, we could see what you need.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that would be, yeah, I'll follow you. Sounds good. And he willingly follows you over to the inn. He kind of gives Sled a weird look as you guys are walking, and he like gives him a weird like stilted nod, and Sled just kind of like croaks back at him as you guys head back to the inn. But yeah, you wander into the inn again. You get into the lobby area. And everybody else, are you all upstairs on the second floor?
I think so.
I guess we're still in Max's room, yeah.
Okay. So I guess it's up to you, Zinnia. When you get into the inn in the lobby, what exactly do you say to him?
So she turns back and she says, give me a moment. Just let me get my bag. I'll be right back.
Cool,
And then she goes upstairs towards her room.
That'd be great. And he awkwardly leans against the counter, he's not quite sure what to do with his arms and with himself as he's waiting. So he just second guesses his position. How can he, casually recline in this inn without looking really out of place? And he just it settles for leaning his elbow against the bar.
He's so cringe on him.
And yeah, you go upstairs to go find the others, and you see a lot of them in you and Maxie's bedroom. First of all, everybody's still in there, and they are all probably still poring over Jove's letter that Jove had got.
So she enters, and then she's like, "Don't mind me." And then she grabs the bag, and then she goes downstairs.
Can we show the letter?
Okay.
She doesn't even tell Vicky.
Tragic.
Because Vicky Vena seems very
I'm invested
occupied.
in this letter, I guess. A tragedy of just missing each other.
I don't know. I mean, he seemed in the rush. I didn't want to keep him waiting.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Do we show the letter to?
Oh yeah, maybe we should. But before you go, though, did you see the letter that Joe got?
What letter?
Oh, hold on.
Show the get out of him.
Yeah, Jove got a letter that just says "Get out." Here it is.
Get out of where?
Get out of what?
Get out.
Well, I'm not sure what to make of it, but I have someone waiting for me downstairs. It seems urgent. I'll be right back.
Okay. Tragedy.
Vicky's we're so far. It's so close at the same time.
It's so far. It's like that moment in the fic where you just miss each other several times in a row.
Yes, exactly. You guys are a slow burn.
Yeah. We're real slow.
So you, Zinnia, you rush back downstairs with your herbs. And as soon as he sees you descend from the stairs and approach, he straightens back up, and he he clears his throat, and he says, "So, how much would it be? I hope, if it's okay with you, love to be able to buy actually more than just a day's use."
Well, I mean, there's different types of intensities depending on what you need, but around how much would you need?
Sigh. He blows out a sigh, and he scratches at the back of his head. He's like, can I get a week for now?
Is Trucy having
Zinnia becomes a drug dealer.
Well, I do have the supply, but is there a reason for this? Is there an underlying cause?
He says it's not for me. He says it's this is gonna sound weird. He says, but it's for my landlord. He's not been sleeping well lately.
Mouse and Juan?
No, not the landlord.
I mean, if you don't mind, I'd be willing to go take a look, and then I'll still give you the herbs, but maybe I'll be able to help.
He goes, perks up, he's like, actually, that'd be great. He goes, I keep trying to convince him to go see a doctor, because it's been getting worse recently, but he's not gonna listen to me. Dwarves, and he throws up his hands. They're stubborn.
Is it Miles? I'm confused.
Is Mouse and Juan a duo?
He says, but yeah, that'd be great if you want to go, gonna go see him. You might have already met him, actually, even already. And he pauses and turns around and goes, wait, do you want to go see him now? Do you need your friends? I don't really know how your traveling party works. I'm a little scared to ask.
Well, I mean, I could go right now. Just let me inform them. I'll be right back again.
Cool, yeah. And he like once again does the awkward dance of like, what do I do while I'm waiting? And he just like starts rocking back and forth from his heels to his toes.
So Zinnia runs back upstairs and she enters the room. She's like, so I'm going to go out. I need to go see a patient.
Do you like have a specific place? Like where is the patient?
They didn't tell me.
Oh.
Are you gonna be okay by yourself?
Yeah. Do you still need sleep?
No, I still can stay, but and then she like says, Venus, can I tell you something real quick?
Okay.
And she like whispers, she's like, okay, do not freak out, but it has to do with Phoenix. I need to go with him to see some person. I'm not sure.
Venus already freaking out.
I can't even make an apple pie. What do I do?
I mean, if you really wanted to, I guess I could bring one more person, but I don't want to interrupt what you have going on.
Would it be weird if I went? I have no idea. It would be weird if I suddenly went. I feel like I would think it's weird.
Oh, we're gonna leave right now, so if you do want to come, now's the time.
I don't know. Should I go? I have no idea.
Clara like go.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna go. I'm gonna ask if it's okay if I go.
Okay,
Like,
tell me
I
downstairs
guess we're
then.
going. I guess we're going. This is not what I was expecting.
Go,
This is not
go.
how I thought it was turning out.
What'd you think, Vicky?
I thought that she was gonna get like attacked or something, or like kidnapped or something. Are you saying that could still happen?
I won't say anything. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway. So,
I guess I'm coming.
Cool. You both head downstairs, and Phoenix, straightens up as he sees you guys approach. He gives you guys both, an awkward kind of stilted nod. And he goes, "So, are you ready to go?"
Yes, lead the way and
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
follow.
Cool. And he like nods and he goes, "Thanks again." And he waves at Esther as you guys leave the inn. And you guys head. He leads you guys off. Head in the direction, actually, of the hearth. Okay, Cho.
Oh
sounds good.
shit! Is it him? Is it the bartender guy?
You guys head over to the hearth, and he leads you over to the hearth. And he opens it. And this is like one of the times of night where the hearth is kind of at its liveliest because it's a tavern. So there's lots of people at the tables. You walk in and there's so much noise and conversation going around. You can definitely smell like the ale and like the cooked meats and buttered potatoes in the air as people are wining and dining together. And you head over. There's servers that are rushing around. And Phoenix in the middle of all leads you over to the, of course, bar at the back. Where a dwarf, dwarf you've recognized, Greystock, is there, and he's like rubbing his forehead, his temples, a lot. Like he has a really bad headache. As you guys approach, welcome back, Joey. I said Joey.
No, it's Boss. It's your boy Boss. I didn't know that was his landlord.
He walks up to he leads you guys up to the bar where Boss is, or Greystock is, and he wraps the back of his knuckles against the wood of the bar, and Greystock lifts his head like, oh, he sees you guys and he goes, oh, hi, table 4, and he counts the 3 of you. Table for 3, is that what you need? And Phoenix
Yo,
is
boss,
like,
what's up?
yeah,
You look so hot.
yeah, it's been rough. Did you guys come here to eat? And Phoenix is like, no. And he said, here's my proposition. And he like looks at Greystock. He says, you need to have a chat with these young ladies while they are seeing to you. I am going to man this counter until you finally get somebody to take a look at you. Because this has been going on for far
so
too long.
much.
And Greystock, like, you can tell he's like his like stubbornness is like rising up. He goes, I don't need anybody to see me. He goes, I'm just fine. And he's reaching under the counter for more menus for you guys. And he drops them onto the counter, and that's when Phoenix points out, like, he picks up the top one that he dropped on the counter, and it's not even a menu, it's a rag that he just thought was a menu, tossing on the counter. And he like, tosses the rag at Greystock and is like, go with them. I'll cover you for 5 minutes at least. Just take 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking to get yourself looked at. So Greystock, grumbles to himself, whatever. And he looks at, the two of you, both at Venus and at Zinnia, and he's like, well, come on then. And he leads you over to a back room of the establishment. This looks kind of like the pantry area. It's next to the kitchens, but this is where, like, they're keeping all their dry goods up on the shelves and stuff. So you get, like, hit with smells of, like, sage and rosemary and flour as you walk in. And he pulls over, like, a barrel, some barrels for all three of you to sit on. And then he sits down on one of them and sighs and puts his hands on his knees and is like, this is so embarrassing.
Before I begin, I had a question.
Nothing embarrassing about getting help for something you need help with, dude.
He sighs. He goes, I don't know. He goes, it wounds my ego a little bit, so whatever. But you got 5 minutes to talk.
When did you start feeling these symptoms?
Yeah, Vicky, I was just thinking that. He like sighs and he says, well, I've been having weird dreams for a long while. It's not like it's just been recent. You guys, I think I might have told you last time I saw you about the weird dreams that I've been having, but so it's been like it's been over a month that this has been happening, he says. And he clears his throat and he says it's just been getting, worse lately and harder to deal with.
What kind of dreams are
So
they?
I'm assuming. Yeah, go ahead. What dreams?
He says, oh, it's just stupid dreams. It's nothing to concern yourselves with.
Okay, so would you say that this is like everything you're feeling from your headache and all that is resulting from your lack of sleep?
He like grumbles a little bit and he says, maybe, I don't know.
Have you thought about keeping a log of your dreams and like what happens in each of them or something like that?
He takes a breath and he says, I haven't really thought about trying to write them down. I usually wake up and try to forget about them first thing.
So they're like
I'd like to
nightmares
give you
then?
some herbs.
He nods at Venus. He nods at both of you because he goes. If anything can help him sleep at night, yes, he's gonna take it. But he nods at Venus too, and he goes, "Yeah, they're nightmares, I guess you'd call them."
Okay, but why are you being so sussy? Why won't you tell us what's going on? What's going on in them?
Roll persuasion.
All right. What's with me and rolling persuasion every single session?
You will eventually be so good at persuasion.
I'm training
You're
for my big
training.
moment.
to have a silver tongue.
Yes, and training.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not
He,
too
uh,
bad.
He looks at you, clears his throat, and he goes, "They're just." I said they're stupid, right? They're stupid dreams. It's like. There's this song that I hear like on the edges of my dreams, and it feels like there's something. I feel like there's something calling to me, and at the same time, says I feel like there's something trying to kill me, and none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense.
Oh, that sounds scary. This is just like Frozen 2, but hostile.
I feel like every single F, Vicky's been like, this is just like X movie, but.
No wonder why you're not getting good sleep, and I don't think that's stupid at all. Maybe that's some kind of intuition that you're having. Is there anyone out there who would be out to get you or something?
He like shrugs. He goes, I don't know. He says, I don't try to make enemies. He like gestures around his tavern, and he's like, I try and be a hospitable guy, and I try and be a good listener for people when they come with worries. I don't.
Do you have like a business rival? Is there someone else trying to open a new tavern in town?
He goes, if there is, there's news to me.
Well, we one of our party members got a letter just today that also was like, get out. So we were like, what's happening? Maybe there's some haters in town.
That sounds unsettling. He says, I'm sorry to hear that for your friend.
Right, and it's a song too, you said, right? And our friend is a musician. I don't know if they're related at all.
He like thinks about that and goes, would your friend know the song?
If you could hum it for our friend, potentially, perhaps, then I think our friend is a wandering musician. Maybe they've heard the song before.
He nods. He goes, I don't know if that'll help, but I mean, maybe there's something there. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's worth, pursuing it, because even though Zinnia can help you with the herbs and stuff to sleep better, ultimately, you're having these dreams, and I don't think it's just a coincidence if you're having them multiple times and stuff.
He nods. He goes, yeah. He goes, I'd give anything just to be able to have one night of full sleep with no nightmares.
I'm going to give you these herbs, but I really want you to keep a journal, because I feel like they're related, and maybe they're like trying to tell you something.
He nods, and he says, "Yeah, I'll do that. I'll start tonight, even if I have one again."
We'll check on you tomorrow, then, I guess.
He says, "How much for these herbs, by the way?"
Just take them.
Aw. He looks at you.
Zinnia.
He looks at you, and as he accepts the herbs, the metals herbs that you're giving him, and he goes, "Are you serious for all of these? I can't do that."
I'm sure. You seem to be in pain, and besides, this could be something greater that might affect all of us. We need to get down to the root of it.
The root of it. He nods. He goes, I really appreciate that. He looks really touched as he looks at you guys. He goes, man, you guys are so nice. Next time you come to the Earth, dinner's on me.
I appreciate it.
Wait. Do you know what kind of food Phoenix likes to eat?
He goes, wait, you want to know what kind of food he likes to eat?
Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to cook.
Apples are his favorite.
Oh, dude, I guessed it right.
Anything with apples, he's a big fan of apple pies, apple strudel, apple turnovers.
Awesome, bro. Thanks, boss. You the best.
But
I'm not good at making them yet. So.
Hey, if you ever, Esther's pretty good. Esther's there, then she can take care of you. But if you ever want to know, some other tips and tricks of the trade, I got you. He clears his throat and he says, I owe you ladies one, thank you. So yeah, I hope this helps.
Okay, I guess we'll check on you tomorrow morning and see how it went.
Cool. He nods and he says, anything else I can get you before you guys go?
I'm all right, thank you.
I think that's all, folks.
He nods and he leads you out of the pantry. No, he has the herbs. Phoenix looks up as he hears the door open. And it's kind of funny to see a guard who's in full armor behind the bar of a tavern. But he is doing his best, and he looks up as you guys walk out, and he's like, "Oh, hey, so how'd it go?"
We all look at the bartender.
He clears his throat and he goes, "You're right. I mean, it was kind of nice to. They were nice. It was nice. I got meds, whatever." And he, sorry, my cat is distracting me because my cat's trying to get to my blanket. Oh, YJ. Is YJ here? Yeah, I
Yes.
see YJ. Okay.
We need you right now too. Perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. Perfect timing. And so he goes, Phoenix turns to both you, Venus, and Boshi. Venus and Zinnia. And he's like, thank you. Like, really, thanks so much for being willing to come out in the, middle of the night to go see him. I know Trucy's really been worried about him. So I know both of us, we really appreciate it. And, Greystock's grumbling over to himself, like, about being cared for over at the counter.
Aw. He's lucky he's got someone who cares about him.
Phoenix kind of chuckles a little bit and, rushes the back of his head. He says, it's you get cared for, you care for. You pass it on.
So wait, he's your landlord? I didn't even know he owned land.
He chuckles at that. He goes, yeah. He goes, actually, he has his living back at the tavern.
Why you know that? Gotta play your sticks. Go.
Follow the rainbow.
The timing, amazing. Wait, YJ, Phoenix has been in our D&D sessions for like a long time. It's just that we were in Baldur's Gate ever since you joined, so you didn't know that he was there. I met Phoenix a long time ago. I met Phoenix probably like back in August or something. This is amazing.
Oh, Vicky. So the owner, he's going to talk about it here in a bit, but the owner of the hearth is Phoenix's landlord. So Greystock is Phoenix's landlord. And Phoenix is, about to explain some here. But he says, actually, Greystock owns this. It's not much, he says. I should clarify. It's not much. It's kind of in an older, more not as upkept part of town. But it's called the Firefly Seller. If you ever want to, look up where I live, you can look for the Firefly Cellar.
If you ever want to look up where it.
But it's
what
again.
to say?
It's
You shouldn't go around saying that to just anybody.
So what you're saying is Venus is the wrong person to say this to.
No, I wouldn't go to his house. It's weird.
But he says there's quite a few of us that live here. It's and like I said, it's older, so it's cheaper rent than lots of other places in Candlekeep that are over there. He gestures. But he says it's actually undergoing a bit of a renovation project right now. We have somebody who's really interested in part of the library that's there. They're trying to restore. There's a restoration project going on. But yeah.
There's a restoration program going on. Interesting.
He goes, yeah, the Firefly Seller is a really, like I mentioned, really old part of town, but it's kind of been overlooked because it has not a lot of the like books there, and not a lot of the area there has been valued as historical as other parts of Candlekeep. But it's recently caught the eye of one of the scholars in town, and they're trying to restore it all.
What's the name of the scholar?
He says the name of the scholar is, let's flip to it, Varner, and I'll type out her name. Yeah,
I feel like that's important information on your file for later. It just seems like it.
He shrugs. He goes, "Yeah, she's a weird kind of gal. She gets very focused. She's one of the people who gets very focused, you know. And then once she's very focused, that's all she thinks about. And so it's very hard to relate with her on a very like interpersonal level sometimes, because she's more concerned about her project and her history that she's trying to bring back here, but."
I mean, I guess it's technically a good thing, but I don't know. It seems like a little sus. Like something I want to go investigate. Like, I don't know, just something about it. I don't think I'm not getting good vibes. It's the kind of thing where, like, when Charlotte was like, "Oh, go check out this temple," like, it'll be great, guys. That's the mood that I'm feeling right now.
He clears his throat as he walks you guys back to the inn, and he says, "Well, thank you again, ladies. Should all this pan out, I may very well be in your debt as well. So if you ever need anything, don't be afraid to ask. You have saved, if this works, you've saved not only my daughter, but then also my landlord. So that's I'll let you know."
Okay. Miles Edgeworth couldn't do this shit. I'm joking.
Miles Edgeworth, who? But he nods and he says,
Oh, wait, yeah. Were you asking Lyn a question? I forgot. I totally forgot what we were talking about. I don't remember what we were talking about.
I went to go get my,
Your chicken nuggies?
Yeah, to get them, put them in the oven. Chicken nuggies. Funnily enough, Miles has not been mentioned yet.
No, I think that Krissey mentioned that he's like really far away or something like that, so that's why we and YJ were saying it's time to strike.
Exactly. But no, so he sees you off at the inn. Once again, thanking you before he heads out into the night. And you guys are back at the inn. You rejoin with everybody else, I imagine. And what is it that you would like to do?
Can I pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars?
You could really use a wish right now.
I could really use a wish right now. Oh, we better go back to talk to Jove, actually, though.
So Jove is also probably there, up in the rooms. Yeah, oh, shoot, it's you.
But it's you.
Yep. Did you explain? You could probably tell Jove.
Yeah, we didn't tell YJ yet.
Yeah. So as you run up there, you can definitely go tell Jove what you need.
Eyes emoji. Okay. Zinnia, do you want to explain? Do you want me to explain?
Explain. Nah, you're better off explaining.
Okay. I'm the official explainer of our group. Yes, Zinnia is back. Nothing bad happened to her. She ran into Phoenix, and Phoenix asked her if she knew anything about medicine and like anything to help someone sleep. And it was because his landlord hasn't been sleeping well for like a long time. And the landlord is actually the bartender guy at the tavern in our town, which is called the Hearth, who we have history with, but is in terms of like we gave him a couple gold coins once for information. So we went to go see him, and he mentioned that recently he's been having nightmares, and that's why he wasn't sleeping well. And in his nightmares, he kind of hears a song and has this feeling like someone is out to kill him or something like that. And we thought that that was a little bit sus among us, so to speak. So
There it is.
I remembered that you obviously got like that letter recently that said get out, and you're a musician. So I was like, wait, dots are connecting in my brain. So we better ask Jove if he knows this song. So we were gonna ask you to go see him tomorrow morning so he could see if he could sing it for you. Or hum it or something. So I guess tomorrow morning we'll go see him. Anything else for tonight? I feel like we've done a lot of stuff in this one night.
You have. All right, is everybody's ready to head to bed? Is there anything anybody wants to do before you guys head to bed? Hell yeah, long rest time. Not that you guys have been wounded or anything and that you need the long rest, but you have the long rest. So you guys sleep. You guys have pretty pleasant dreams. No spooky nightmares. And you guys wake up, go get breakfast at the front with Esther. Esther, greets you guys as you come down. To give you guys food, your breakfast. And she says, "So, what's the plan for y'all today?"
Well, we are gonna head to the Hearth and talk to the bartender. I always forget his name.
Just call him Boss.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Boss. We don't even call him Soleil Boss. I call him Boss.
I love that. Somewhere out there, Miss Soleil's like, they don't even call me Boss.
That's the plan for me and Lyn and Joe. I don't know about anybody else. Anyone else have plans?
So, Cho says Clara could go with you guys as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Sure.
Cool.
Do you just want to come with, Fina?
Yeah, everybody's coming.
Everybody go.
Everybody's going
Let's
out
all
to
go
see
together if we have nothing
see
else
Boss.
to do.
Esther says, well, y'all have fun now. As you guys head out. It's adventure time.
Adventure.
To go see Boss. So to go see him. You guys, I imagine, head to the Hearth then?
Yes.
Cool. You guys head over to the Hearth. And when you get to the Hearth, it's like still fairly kind of early morning, like Candle keeps just kind of waking up. There's everybody who's out and about are people who are like setting up their shops, or like people who are just getting their day started. So there's people who are just heading, to the Pillars of Pedagogy to go study. You guys head to the Hearth, and you knock on the door to the Hearth, and there's no immediate answer.
I don't like the smile that I can hear in Krissey's voice.
I feel like you can always hear when I'm smiling.
I can totally hear when you're smiling. The
So,
wall face.
Well face. They're there's no immediate risk. What do you guys do?
I mean, we shouldn't jump to conclusions. Maybe he's okay. Maybe he finally had some nice rest.
Can we try to see if the door's open?
Yeah, you can definitely try to see the doors open. You try the door, and it is locked.
Ah, okay.
Are we
I'm
sure he's
going
home?
to the chimney.
I mean, I can try to use my
Claire
rock.
starts scaling the building to get to the chimney. Yeah, YJ says, how about the windows before the chimney? Thanks, Jove. So who would like to see what? Who would like to do what?
I think Zinnia was saying that she wants to try her lock or something.
Okay. Lockpicking thing?
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead and roll, make your dexterity check. Okay. So that's a roll, 11?
11.
Cool.
Did it take you that long to add them up?
You what?
I like how you said 11, like a question mark.
Question. I doubt myself when it comes to math. Let's be honest. But you try the lock, and unfortunately, it's not high enough to beat the DC to open up the lock to the hearth.
And should we?
To broken here.
I don't want to. No more property damage, Claire.
We've already broken enough windows.
No more property damage.
Chimney then.
What'd you say?
Chimney.
Chimney.
Or we could ask the staff, maybe maybe staff around the hub, people around the hub.
I think it's unusual for him to not be awake.
You can for sure.
Like I remember last time we went to see him in the morning, he was still up and about. So
Yeah, find Phoenix.
maybe we should. But Phoenix is probably at work already, right? Should we go to see Miss LA? Because that's where he'll be.
Yeah, let's go. Or
Okay.
we could split into two teams. One people go to the Firefly Seller, one people go to the Krissey work.
Sing Max.
Yeah,
He's
either
like,
way, I
"Find
guess.
Phoenix, Find Phoenix. Max is like trying to telepathically communicate with you guys.
Okay, how about half of us go to Miss LA's office in case he's at work already, and half of us go to wherever what he said, where he lives.
Okay, so I'll be going to check his workplace. If anyone want to go with me.
So who's going with Clara?
How
to
many
go
of
check
us
out?
are there?
So there's Lyn, there's Zinnia. These are the people who can decide where they want to go. Zinnia, Jove, Boshi, and Nemeia. You guys can all decide which group you'd rather go with, Clara or with Venus.
Oh, I
Is
just
that right?
already decided that I'm going to.
Oh, sorry.
That's so
Which
funny.
team
I
you-
can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So funny. It was assumed. It's really, really funny. But I don't know. It's
I
fine.
could go with sled. If you guys want to go to his house, I could go with sled.
You can pick
Wait.
whichever one you want to go to. It doesn't really matter.
What are the two locations again?
One of them is Ms. LA's office, in case Phoenix is at work already. And then one of them is the place where he mentioned where he lives, in case he's still at home.
I guess if there's enough people for an even split, I guess I'll go where like the new place you mentioned.
Okay, so you're coming with me.
Firefly Seller.
Jove's going to the office.
Okay.
And where is Vena and Max going?
Which is
It doesn't really matter, honestly.
Yeah,
It
it's very.
really, Rock.
Either way.
This
Yeah,
is-
let's do it.
Oh,
What do you
send an
putting,
emoji
Vena?
at the same time or something.
Hold on.
Yeah, prepare
I
an
could-
emoji and then like say 1, 2, 3 send or something.
Or I could pick a number, and then whoever's closer to that number gets first pick, or whoever.
I like how we played rock paper scissors to find roommates too.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Oh, that was so long ago.
All right, I picked a number between 1 and 20. I have it typed in right now.
16.
Whoever's closer will get to go to the office.
From one off
And
from
then
each
whoever's
other.
further will go to the Firefly Seller. So Max is 15. What do you say, Vena?
16.
So funny.
Max is closer. It was 4.
Dang it! I was gonna pick 3.
Were you really?
3. Yeah, it's my favorite
Aw.
number. So I always
Oh my
pick it.
god.
That would have been so close.
That'd have been so close.
So Max is
Okay,
gonna go to the
so
office.
Okay.
Nemeia or Vena will go to the Firefly Seller.
Let's
Cool.
go.
All right. So we will head to the office first with Clara. Lyn, you are going to the Firefly Seller, right? So it's Clara, Jove,
And Max.
Boshi. Okay. Oh, all of our people who are at morning time right now. All of our morning time people are going to the office, I see.
All the people in the Eastern Hemisphere.
Yes, the Eastern Hemisphere people. So you guys head to the office, and sure enough, as you walk in, secretaries, and the people who are the people who man the front desk, they recognize you guys. They don't even bat an eye at you as you head in to go see Miss LA or to see Phoenix. And sure enough, as he's on duty there, Phoenix and his other dwarf companion, Garlith, are there, guarding the door to Miss LA. You hear lots of like rumbling and shuffling inside the office as you guys approach. And Phoenix, looks at you guys, and you have another dramatic moment of missing him again. Looks at you guys, he approach.
It's just like
his
in
eyebrows-
movies where you just miss each other.
Oh, he looks like he raises his eyebrows, and he's like, "Whoa, hi. There's only half of you here this time. Are you here to see Miss LA?"
Now I'm here to see you.
He flushes a little, and he points to himself. He goes, "Me? I'm sure. What can I do for you?" And you hear from inside the office, "Ow!"
No, we're actually going to find your landlord. Venus and Zinnia told us about the situation, so we are going to see him to check him out. But the door to the hearth is locked. So usually he will be open at this time. So we are curious or see. Maybe he had a good sleep, but we are not sure.
He is like, "Yeah, that's really weird. Usually he is up and out before I even get up. So it's really strange that the hearth isn't open yet. Maybe we should go check on him." And he looks at Garlith, his other guard, a little awkwardly, and you hear a crash from inside the office. And he looks at Garlith and he goes, "How much trouble do you think I'd be if I just stepped out for a second?" And Garlith is like, wow, you you owe me. And Phoenix is like, yeah, I know. Keep owing people things lately. And he says, but just cover it for me. I promise I'll be back in like 20 minutes tops, max. You know, that's it, 20 minutes, and I'll be back. And he goes, yeah, don't eat those words. Garlith says as he Phoenix waves him off, and he turns to you guys and he goes, well, do you want to go with me? I guess to go check on him.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Cool. He's not like used to really traveling with like so big of a party as you guys. But he goes, I guess we'll go. I'll show you where I live? ? And he heads out of the Candlekeep Hall with you guys. We'll jump to the others who went to go find the Firefly Seller.
Honestly, where is that on the map? I have no idea.
Yeah, it's actually not on the map. It's because it's right next to the hearth. It's not that far away from the hearth at all. So it's technically on the same like plot of land that the hearth is. And actually, as you guys like approach, as you guys have asked around and found out where the Firefly Seller is, you actually see that the Firefly Cellar isn't as much like above the ground as it looks like this like building goes into the ground.
Oh.
So it's like not even like, it doesn't even have like an edifice above the ground. It's all built underneath Candlekeep. And so yeah, you guys find as after you ask around the entrance to the Firefly Seller, and it's as you guys walk inside, you can kind of hear like the sounds of like things being moved around. It sounds of like what people are kind of working as you descend into the Firefly Seller, and you hear part of a conversation, some people that are talking, and then there's a female voice that calls out to you as you walk into the cellar, that says, "Oh, Phoenix, are you back?"
I guess we turn around and try to see who it is.
So as you guys descend into the Firefly Cellar, yeah, you can definitely look and see who it is. But as you see her and she looks at you, you're definitely not who she was anticipating. You guys see like a sun elf. She is, dressed in all these like very nice kind of ornate robes. Definitely one of the like scholars that you've seen around Candlekeep. And she looks like far older, like even for an elf, you can tell like she is old in even elf years.
Wow.
She's got, her age is kind of showing a little bit. And she has like these little glasses on her nose, and as she sees you guys approach, she like adjusts them and squints through them to look at you guys. And she goes, "You're not Phoenix? Well, I wasn't expecting you." He says, and she says, well, no matter. She says, do you know if Phoenix is on his way back or not?
We were actually looking for him because, we wanted to ask him for something. So I have no idea where he is. Do you need him for something?
No, she like waves a hand and she goes, he's just, he's got so much convenient muscle on him, so he's so much more helpful for moving all these books around and trying to clean up around this place I'm trying to restore the Firefly Seller.
Blush, 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 blush. Venus blush, Venus blush. I'm typing the emojis.
I thought you're like so intently typing these as fast as you can.
Blush emotes. Oh, I see. I guess if he's not here, he's probably at his job. Would be my guess.
She like scoffs at that. She goes, "Oh, jobs."
Don't you have a job?
She goes, "No, this is a passion project, my dear. This is all passion." And she like, throws her arms up. She goes, "Do I look like
Honestly,
I'm in need of a job?"
I'm also very passionate.
She goes, oh, I see. Passionate about what?
You won't want to know.
Oh, she shrugs. Whatever. She goes, anyway. Oh, silly me, I didn't introduce myself. She goes, my name is Varner. What's your names? She like holds out her hands for you to shake.
I'm Venus.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Venus.
Yeah, it sure reminds me of Parmesan.
Parmesan?
Parmac?
I like to call it Parmesan, though. Parmesan's a better name.
I guess everybody else introduces himself too.
Okay, cool, yeah. And you have with you Zinnia and Nemeia, just for my sake, I can keep track of that. Zinnia and Nemeia with you. Okay. So yeah, she, pleasure to meet you all, she says. Well, while you're here, she says, would you like to see my restoration project? She sounds so excited to see, like, clasps her hands together.
Sure.
Sounds cool to me.
Excellent. I love having a willing audience. And she spins around on her heel. She leads you further deeper into the cellar. And this cellar, like, for being built underground is, like, actually pretty, like, the architecture is actually pretty ornate. You can definitely, like Phoenix mentioned, it was an older part of Candlekeep. It totally is. But, it actually, like, it's kind of like one of those, the historical value of it, the architecture stands out. So you guys, as you guys step into like the large main room of the cellar, I can actually send you a picture if I take a picture. Actually, let me see if I can get you an image of what the layout of this place. You can kind of see what it looks like. Because it's got like 3 different floors to it. And the first, like the top floor and the middle floor are all like rows of bookshelves, but they're in like a round shape. So it kind of looks like almost like a gear built into the ground with these like round bookshelves and round rooms around these bookshelves. Okay, I'm actually just going to give you the whole map because it's not necessarily that you need to like, it's not necessarily that part of it is going to be hidden from you, but you can just see the whole layout of this place. You guys, as you are stepping into the Firefly Seller, are stepping in from the top floor on the right side so you don't get lost on this map.
Whoa.
Ooh. That is lovely.
That looks so cool. Wait, so we're
So
entering
all
the
those
top
rooms
right?
that have like the F, those are all like different apartments.
Oh. They're pretty tiny in the bottom floor.
Pretty tiny on the bottom floor.
Okay, so what does she want to show us?
So she doesn't even lead you like far into it. She just leads you to this top floor area, because you guys are entering from that first kind of rightmost side of the round spokes. And so she leads you further in, and you guys can see all the like winding bookshelves that are, in this kind of clock-looking format, right? And she, walks you down them, and she says, and as you guys walk, you notice that like some of these bookshelves have already been cleared out. There's piles of books that look like they're being organized, It looks like she has like a few helpers with her on this floor, but they don't really all acknowledge you. Their heads are bowed over their work as they're like looking at these books. They have like gloves on their hands as they're carefully like handling these old artifacts and old documents and old tomes. And so, but she walks you through these piles of books and these bookshelves, and so she's very, very proud of all the things that she's doing here. And she's like, this is it took quite a bit of convincing of Candlekeep Hall for them to let me do this. I had to convince them of the value of Firefly Seller, that, you know, it was worth it to put money into funding the restoration of this valuable historic place in Candlekeep. But it is all paying off. I'll show them that it was worth it.
What is this history that you speak of?
So don't you know, Firefly Seller is full of all sorts of interesting tomes. She says that they all have. I have this thing right here. Give me 1 second.
Do we know her name?
Yeah, you do know her name, Varner.
Yeah,
I can tell you.
Varner. Varner.
Okay.
We have a lot of V names in our.
Yeah, Valor,
campaign.
Varner.
We got Valor, we got Varner, we have Venus, and we have Vena. And my name is Vicky. We have a lot of V names here.
She says, it's just got a lot of history to it, and all these books, every single book in Candlekeep is its own special, first edition. She says, even if, they've deemed a lot of the books down here unimportant, I still find value in them. I still think that there's value in any book, no matter how old.
Okay. Where did you come from? How did you find this place?
She's like, oh, I've been in Candlekeep for quite some time. She goes, I study here quite frequently, she says. I make use of the pillars of pedagogy. She goes, I've been studying, I make it's my passion in life to just gather as much knowledge as I can. Books are the source of all that knowledge, don't you know?
I guess that's fair. So this is just a passion project because you like books?
She flushes a little bit at that. She goes, well, don't call me out or anything.
So that's a yes.
I understand.
Right.
She goes, oh, a fellow book lover, are you? And she adjusts her glasses on her nose.
Well, I've read my fair share.
I'm actually pretty sure we all have.
We should compare our reading list. I would love to see if there's something you have read that I have not read.
I am kind of curious about some of the things you've read if you've been here for such a long time.
She goes, oh, excellent, I love it. She goes, when I am, less busy, I would love to have a chat with you, she says.
Yeah, great.
She smiles. She seems very pleased with herself to have me, some sort of book nerd friend. And she looks at you guys. She goes, "Oh, forgive me. I didn't even ask why you came here. What are you three doing here?"
So we were looking for Phoenix because last night we were helping our good friend in the hearth because he was having trouble sleeping. But this morning he wasn't awake in the morning, which was kind of suspicious because he's usually up even earlier than Phoenix, I guess. So we were about to ask Phoenix if he knew what happened, but it seems like he's not here. So
yes, it does seem like that, she says. But you're talking about the little fool Greystock, aren't you?
That little fool.
She rolls her eyes a little bit.
Foolish fool.
And she's like, well, I haven't seen hide nor hair of him at all this morning. She says, if you want to go check on him, you're more than welcome to. And she gestures off towards the stairs where you can, get to the lower levels. And she says, if you'd like to check on his room, you're more than welcome to. He's in the room that is let me get this. He's in this room that is on the bottom floor. He's at the furthest room at the right.
I don't think we should go in his room when he's not there. What should we do, guys?
Go into his room.
I don't want to go into his room. It's weird.
Jove's like, go in the room.
I don't want to go in his room.
Why not?
Because it's weird.
Do you want one of us to go into his room?
I will say, she did say, go check on him if you want.
I guess that's true. We just can knock on his door to see if he's there. I guess we're gonna go knock on his door then.
Cool. She sees you off as you guys leave, and she goes, well, if he's sleeping, don't bother him. He's always giving me a hard time anyway. And she says,
And you're asking him for his help.
oh, he's just such a. And she just like makes noises to herself, and she doesn't really know what to say about him because she can't say
She
anything
doesn't
nice.
know what to say.
You
Excuse
can't
you.
say anything nice. You can't don't say anything at all, right?
You have nothing nice to say, but are you kidding me?
Oh, he's been a thorn in my side ever since I started this restoration project. He doesn't
Why is
like
that?
it one bit. Because it's going to, he says it may increase the rent here, it may increase the value of this place. I say that's good, right? I'm restoring value to this place, and he says, oh no, he's concerned about money and prices and if people will be able to afford living here after I've restored it. Oh, bother.
And isn't that reasonable concerns? Like, if nobody else is able to live here, like the people who are living here.
She throws up her arms. What's the history of this place? The things that are being lost because we are not preserving them.
Yeah, but history isn't made without people, And if people have nowhere to live, then they can't make history.
He goes, oh, you're just like him. I can't stand you folk.
I'm just saying that, like, I'm not saying that what you're doing isn't important. I'm saying that I think it's important to consider both things because, there's value in giving housing to people who are less fortunate, and when things get bad, then in terms of like housing and stuff, then people resort to crime and stuff like that. So it's not a good idea to just take away people's homes either. You know what I'm saying?
She pops. Actually, roll persuasion. That was a really great speech. Roll persuasion.
What's your persuasion roll? And I always fail them. But legitimately, though, you gotta consider that you might be kicking people out of their homes, and that's not good. Nope. I guess she doesn't care.
she's already lost, and like she sees a one of her like attendants who like sorts a book wrongly, like puts it in the wrong pile. And she's like, oh no, you poppycock, it doesn't go over there. It goes with the other middle sword coast folk tales. Oh,
Jove
I
isn't
can't
with us.
believe this.
Jove is with the other group.
And she hurries over to go fix that.
All right. I guess she doesn't want to hear about what poor people need. All right, let's go knock on his door.
Right, so you guys descend and deeper into Firefly Seller. And as you guys do, there's a door that swings open as you guys are on the bottom floor, heading towards the room at the far end. One of the doors swings open. It's the door that is, if you want to know, the door that is to F9. That door swings open as you guys are walking by, and nearly kind of hits you guys. But then you see this blur that darts out, and as soon as she almost runs into you, she stops, she gasps, she goes, oh my gosh, it's you guys! And it's Krissey, right?
Trusy. Hi.
She goes, hey, what you doing here? She says, I don't have my vendor open, but you guys didn't come here to shop, I imagine.
No, actually, we were looking for your dad. But it seems like he might not be here.
He goes, oh yeah, Dad is at work right now. He always leaves super early to go get on his shift.
Oh, I see. Okay. Because, you know, our friend in the tavern, whose name I can't remember. We heard that he was having trouble with sleeping, so we helped him last night, me and our friend Zinnia. And this morning he wasn't awake, even though he's usually awake pretty early, so we were a little concerned. That's why we came to see if Phoenix was around, but it seems like the other group that we sent out is probably going to meet up with him first.
She nods. She goes, maybe. And then she says, Mr. Greystock isn't up yet?
Yeah, I feel like that's really unusual for him, because last time we went in the early morning to see him, you know, he was up and wiping his tables down.
He nods. She goes, yeah, he's also like Daddy. They're both really big early morning risers. And she, YJ, that's really funny. I'm just now seeing that YJ put that you are playing Dungeons and Dragons in the general chat. She says, well, let's go check on him. You know, I'll go help you guys if you want.
Okay, cool. Let's go together, I guess.
She goes, great.
But also, what's with this lady who's like renovating this place?
She like comes to a stop and looks at you and she goes, oh, you mean Miss Farner.
Oh no.
Well.
Uh-huh.
And
Where did she come from? What's going on with her? She's a little bit sus among us.
She rolls her eyes and she says, well, if you ask me, she says, she's just a lady who's got, you know, her priorities in the wrong place. And she like puts her hands behind her back, you know, clasps them behind her back. She rolls from her weight from her heels to the tip of her toes. And she goes, but Daddy told me if I can't say anything nice, I shouldn't say anything at all.
So they both have nothing nice to say about each other. They don't get along so well, it seems.
She just gives you a pleasant smile.
I see. All right, I tried to talk to her, but she was not listening to me, so I guess we're in the same boat.
She nods. She goes, yeah, that's kind of my experience with her.
All right. I guess I'll think about that later. I guess the situation with our friend in the cavern is hard. Literally, you say it every time, and I still forget every time.
I love it. I love that that's like the one name that like you
I
say
think
it's
the
your
one name that I
memory.
don't know.
So you guys head down to the room that's at the end of the hall, and you guys arrive at the door. The door is closed. So what exactly would you like to do?
I still feel like I shouldn't go into his room when he's not there. You guys can go.
We're good.
I mean, I'll check just in case. I mean, hopefully he's not like collapsed in there or something.
Okay, so you knock?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you knock on the door. And after a few moments, you hear like a groggy kind of like shuffle inside from beyond the door. And a few moments later, like you hear the click of the door's lock, and the door like peeks open just a little bit as Greystock's eye, you know, blears out at you guys, and he goes, "Oh," and he blinks very slowly and looks at you guys again, and he goes, "Hey, can I help you, ladies?"
Hey, we met you last night in the tavern. We're wondering how you're doing. You're usually up much earlier than this.
He nods and he goes, I took some of the medicine goes, totally knocked me out. I'm a little groggy. I'm afraid maybe I took too much.
Oh, maybe you need to adjust the dose, you know? Sometimes you gotta play with it at home to find a dose that works for you.
This is my bad, he says. Anyway, give me a few minutes and I'll get dressed and I'll come out.
All right, I think one of our friends is probably on our way to listen to your story about the songs.
He goes, oh, good, great. That would be great. Yeah, and he like runs a hand through his hair, and he goes, he clears his throat. He goes, Krissey, could you get some coffee started for me, sweetie? And Krissey's like, got
Lyn
you,
offered
sir.
to make tea as well if you want the tea.
Oh yeah. He goes, oh, do you? Well, I guess you're the doc. Do you think tea or coffee's better?
Well, both of them actually have qualities that are good, but coffee's more acidic though, so if that doesn't sit well with your stomach, then maybe tea's better.
Cool. So you recommend the tea? He goes, I guess tea it is then. Yeah, sure. That'd be great. And he then closes the door so he can get changed. So then you guys, he tells you basically he will meet you up in the second floor of the Firefly Seller. So you guys are not necessarily in the way of most of the restoration happening still on the first floor. And so you're not like just sitting in the hallway of all these apartments on the bottom floor. So then after a few minutes, he comes back up. And we'll jump like right back to the other three who are arriving with Phoenix. Phoenix leads you guys inside, and as soon as Phoenix leads Clara, Jove, and Boshi inside the Firefly Seller, everybody, because even on the second floor, you can kind of hear this. You hear Varner go, "Oh, Phoenix, you're back. I needed you for so long. Why'd you keep me waiting?"
Oh, God.
Phoenix is like, I'm not going to be here for long, Ms. Varner. I just don't want to give you the wrong idea. I do really got to go get back on shift. But, okay, go help my friends first. She is like, well, I suppose. And she like throws her hand up. But Phoenix then, of course, leads you guys back down. So this is for Jove and Clara and Boshi. You guys can finally see Firefly Seller as well and all the restoration projects that are going on. You guys are led down to the second floor where everybody else already is. And Phoenix, sees you all here, and he goes, "Oh, okay. So you already found him? He's already here." And we'll say as well that Greystock is already there, dressed and drinking tea by the time that Phoenix, Clara, and Boshi and Jove arrive. And he says, "Yeah, sorry, I slipped in. It looks like the first time that's happened in a long while. That medicine's really strong."
This is our friend, Jove.
He looks at Greystock, looks up at Jove, and he says, "Oh, so you're the musician guy?" Yeah, you are.
Yes.
There. You arrived with Boshi, Clara. No, so you guys have traveled from the office with Phoenix to the Firefly Seller. YJ just like DM'd me and was like, "Wait, Krissey, am I supposed to know the song?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I'll tell you." I'm indeed the music man. So really fine. Totally fine. Greystock is like, "Oh, that's great. This is gonna be awkward." He like looks at all of y'all, all this whole audience that he's got gathered here. And he goes, because even Krissey and Phoenix are there, But he's like, if I like hum a few bars, You think that might help? Maybe you might be able to identify what the song is?
Can't hurt to try.
Cool. So he starts humming, he like very hesitantly, because he's conscious of the fact that there's so many people here listening to him. But what if he's off tune and that kind of thing? Self-conscious. But awkwardly,
It's the song from Into the Unknown.
Into the unknown. He doesn't say any words. He just hums the melody for you. He starts playing Megalovania.
Oh no, something's definitely have to get you if that's the song you're hearing.
It's boss music. I keep feeling hunted. But yeah, he hums some bars, some of the melody for you. And it's a very catchy melody. It doesn't necessarily sound like malevolent in its tune, but it's very just catchy and lighthearted. But after it's done, and after he looks at you expectantly, wondering if you've heard it, Jove, you actually never have heard this song before.
Have any of us?
You guys can roll roll history checks.
History,
Oh. History.
Where's history?
I love the little accent.
Oh,
Gosh.
whoa. My roll's not bad.
Oh my god,
Ooh,
the 10 curse
that's all.
continues. I was
Oh
only
my
rolling
God.
10.
Oh, that's funny!
Yeah!
Interesting. Okay. So, Vicky and Lyn. You guys don't know what this tune is. Like you listen to it, you're like, this doesn't really sound familiar. It sounds catchy, like the song. Don't really know what it's from or anything, haven't heard it before. But something in the back, like a story that you've been told before, like tickles in the back of your mind. Like you're like, something about where I am right now and the fact that I'm hearing this song right now in this place feels a little weird. Like it feels like something I've heard about before. Max. I'll go ahead and say it out loud for everybody, because I imagine as soon as you know this, as soon as I give you this information, you'll tell everyone anyway. But you, Maxie Boshi, as she's sitting there, and maybe this is something that you've heard about, like it's let's say like a bedtime story your parents used to tell you. You've actually heard a story before about a song that was sung like in a cellar below the ground, and it was a song that led to somebody's death. You know the names as well of these people. I'll type them out for you. But you remember hearing a story about
Bear song.
You remember hearing the story of this legend about it was a cautionary story that your parents told you when you were a little half elf in your little noble home. It was a story your parents told you when you were a child about being trying to keep your attention on your chores. So they would tell you the story so you would do your chores. But it's you heard of a person called Yoan Hilt, who was killed because of a song from a book.
From a book. Oh, Hilt or Pilt? Pilt.
Pilt, yeah. Yoan Pilt. Pilt.
That's why I was saying this project seems sus as Among Us.
But Max, that's such a scary story to tell to a child.
Yeah, that is a really scary story. But I feel like Krissey is also the kind of person who would want to know, even if we said we shouldn't tell her because she's too young. So, what is his reaction? Because I'm guessing Max says this.
Yeah. So yeah, Max, Boshi, tells do you tell everyone or do you tell just your party? Who all do you want to tell, Maxine?
They're the ones living here. I think that they should know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of not right to not tell them. Oh, not Toothy.
Not
Okay. Cool.
We just Krissey to get some more tea.
She goes, okay, and she goes off to go get more tea without a question.
She kind of gets the vibes.
Yeah, she's like, okay, I will leave. After he hears, this thing that you've heard this story about a song, that led to this guy Johan Pilt's death. He is like, well, I don't really know what to do with that info. I kind of felt like, I don't know, it makes sense with my dreams. Because I don't know what you really expect us to do about it. Are we supposed to leave? This is our home.
Stop the
I
restoration
feel like there's
project.
probably more research that we need to do about it, like looking into what happened and his death. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we don't know enough information right now. And it's not so easy to just leave your home.
He nods. He goes, yeah, that I appreciate that. I don't want to just pick up all my things at the drop of a hat,
Mm-hmm.
And Phoenix nods and he goes, yeah, I don't even want to think about trying to find the place for Krissey and I just yet.
Do you
So-
guys want to report this to Miss LA though? Or we can do it ourselves?
I think it'd probably be a good idea to report it to Miss LA
Yeah.
and then also do research on our own and see if we can find out exactly what happened. And in the meantime, we definitely need to tell that lady to be real careful with the books that she's restoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be
Because I don't want her to come across that, that whatever song it was from a book and then destroy this place.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good.
So let me see. We will split up 2 teams. One team goes to Miss LA to report to her. One team start the investigation. I think Jove should go with the investigation to persuade someone.
Yeah, probably, in case someone needs persuading. For some reason, I always find myself in a situation where I need to persuade someone of something.
We have to persuade.
Why is it always me?
Okay. So as you guys are, wait, who's gonna go in which group? Let me just ask, just for fun.
I'll go.
I think
to
since
Miss
I'm
LA.
prone to persuasion rules, I think I'll go with Jove.
And let me know, by the way, how late it's getting for some of you. I know Lyn, it's getting 11:13.
That sounds
Vicky, it's 11:13.
Right, for me, I can keep going. But I don't know about Lyn.
We lost somebody. Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
I think everyone's here now.
Wait, where did... Oh, Jove Jingly Justice is still here. Okay. Okay, keep going muted. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for just a little longer then. So which groups is going where? Or who is in which group is my question.
Right now, me and Jove are a group, and I think Clara was going to think about going to Miss LA.
Yeah, to report.
Cool. Lyn says she can go where needed. So where do you guys need her? And where does Nemeia need to go to?
investigation would be better for Zinnia because she has like a special role for it, right?
Ooh, that's true.
Cool.
And I can go with you just so you're not going by yourself, just in case.
I have sled.
And Boshi is technically, I guess, going with your group.
Oh, that's true.
And also Phoenix like
Oh yeah, Phoenix is probably going back to work.
Or she can go with your group because she has
Oh, well.
guidance.
I totally forgot to point this out earlier, by the way, but Valor.
Oh yeah, Valor.
Yeah, Valor.
Valor is not right now temporarily not with you guys. She said she has something to do in the morning, so she's not with you guys for this part.
Such Among Us.
Well, she does. She is also with you guys, you know, because of she is a bounty hunter.
That's also true. She was Such Among Us from the start.
But yeah. Okay, so as you guys are heading up from the second floor, all of you guys make charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Krissey.
You knew there had to be a catch somewhere. Come on.
Here we go.
I knew it.
Everybody has to make charisma saving throws.
No. Can I come guided by myself?
I got it now.
No.
Can
Well,
me and Max like
Oh my god,
guidance
you
on
even
that?
have a +7 modifier. Oh no.
No.
Oh no!
It was
Got a
really nice.
one.
Good.
So then does
Krissey.
Such a
Wait.
sexy one.
so then does
Oh,
Phoenix
boy.
have to roll too?
They. Yeah, let me actually go ahead and make rolls for them.
3.
Vena,
Yeah.
it hits you first a little bit as you guys are walking away from this room. As you are walking, the song that Greystock had hummed for you guys, it plays a little bit in your head. Like it's you know, just kind of loops. It was catchy. It was a catchy song. So it loops in your head a little bit. Like it gets stuck in there.
Oh, shit.
And you start, you actually, you know, just kind of idly to yourself, you start humming it. The you know, tune that you just heard. And after you, so does Clara and Boshi and Phoenix even.
No.
You guys, you know, Vena starts it like she starts humming it. You're like, oh, it's catchy, and you know the other three join in a little bit afterwards. And that's when Maxie or Boshi, that's when it hits you. There's another part to this tale that you were told as a child, but that is you know, is kind of an important thing to remember now. You remember hearing about a singing madness.
Oh boy.
The person that you have heard of, Yoan Pilt, was a book merchant who had been afflicted with it and was put in isolation when he got several other people to sing the song as well.
Oh no.
You know that this happened a really long time ago. Somebody died because of the singing madness, and you know that because it's easily spreadable, it's dangerous.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, then Max, what should we do? We probably shouldn't go back then, because they'll keep humming it and spread the song, right?
Does my spell Lesser Restoration help?
Oh no.
What's the spell that you're wanting to ask about?
Lesser
Joe?
Restoration.
Blessed Restoration. Let me go look it up. Let me go see what it does. Do you have like the description in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's restoration.
Different book. like the dancing plague.
Well,
Well, I guess this
Okay.
isn't technically one of those.
Yeah, it's not technically one of
Yeah.
those conditions,
Oh boy.
Oh no.
but good guess. Yeah, try and do a medicine check.
Can I make a medicine check too?
You can make a medicine. Sorry, right. I'm eating. You can make a medicine check too.
Never mind. Oh, I actually did this.
You're like,
I should
grab
not do this.
herbs, leaves, and you like, Zinnia like gets out her kit, like she starts like looking through her stuff. You come over and you're like, grass, is that gonna help? Maybe weeds? Maybe I should go pull some weeds, guys.
Yeah, I can get some weed.
Oh no.
Yeah, get some weed. I'm sure that'll help.
Get some weed, get some vodka. It would be nice.
Lyn, you look through all of your things, and you know herbs, like you know medicine. And as you're flipping through them and as you're running through like all the combinations of remedies that you know, you get the feeling that this is going to be something that your medicine is not going to be able to solve. Now, because you rolled high enough though, you are able to, and I'll give you this ability as we progress, but you are going to be able to make something that will help like delay like keep people resisting the song. They can resist it for up to, let me see the time thing here. You can make a you can have something that suppresses what this phenomena that's happening to you guys for 10 minutes. So you can make like a dose of it and you can give it to somebody, it'll help them suppress it for 10 minutes.
Only for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? It's a lot of time. I'm guessing that Boshi told us all about what she knows now.
I'm assuming. I would assume, like if I just told Maxie would be like, you guys!
So wait, who are the ones who got it? I know it was Cho and Vena and I think Phoenix, and was it one more?
It was...
There was one more.
Cho, Vena, Phoenix.
Someone else.
Who was it?
Oh, it was Boshi.
So far.
It was Boshi.
So we are
There's four.
getting like quarantine now.
Quarantine.
It's up to you. What do you decide to do?
10 minutes
Put
isn't
yourself
that
in
long.
quarantine?
So
I mean,
maybe we
but-
get quarantine.
But 10 minutes isn't that long, but also like it doesn't seem good to also just leave them down here either. Like, I mean, I guess if Zinnia can make enough potions to let him hold over while we go tell Miss LA, that might be okay.
I mean, it's
But-
just like some of us are getting inflicted with this. Maybe others can do something. It's not all
Right.
of us having this disease, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I don't know if it's a good idea to leave them alone either because one of them died because of this. But I guess if Zinnia can make enough potions, then we can go try to find a solution while Zinnia makes enough potions, I guess.
So I think we can go to the inn, to our room, to lock ourselves in or something.
But what is Phoenix gonna do because he needs to go back to work? And he has Trucy to take care of.
We can take care of
Phoenix,
this.
like, I said 20 minutes. I said 20 minutes max.
Yeah. What should we do? Should I take his place for it?
You could, like, some of you could go to Miss LA and report it and like tell like Phoenix can't go to work because he's one of them. Like,
Dress up sled like Phoenix. So funny.
they already have
I guess-
hard time walking.
Okay, I guess originally we were going to have Cho and I think Vena and Boshi go talk to Miss LA, right? And so now it's Cho only by herself. So I'll go with Cho, us two, to talk to Miss LA, I guess, and figure out what to do about Phoenix's job in the meantime. And then everybody else, which should be who? It should be Jove and who else? Wait, how many people? Is it only Jove who didn't get affected out of our party?
I don't think Zinnia did either.
It's Zinnia. So hopefully, as long as it doesn't take too much time to make the potions for Zinnia, then
That's true.
can you make it, or like I don't know.
You do know how to make it. Like, you rolled high enough when you did your medicine check. You know how to make it. If you would like to make one, you can. It will take time. It does take time to make the remedies, like game time, but...
So I guess that Zinnia has to stay behind to do the potion stuff. So I guess, Jove, you're coming with us. We're not splitting up anymore. We don't have enough people. We're gonna go to Miss LA, I guess. Miss LA sounded like she was having a crisis in her office.
Well,
Okay. So you guys, so it's Venus, Jove, and Lyn. Is that right?
No, Cho. Oh wait, not Cho. I thought Cho was under the spell, right?
I think Cho is under it.
Wait, I'm getting confused. Who was
no,
under
yeah,
the spell
it's-
again? We need to write
Okay,
it down
it's-
so I remember.
Yeah, it's Nemeia is under the spell, Cho is under the spell, Boshi is under the spell, and Phoenix.
Phoenix. Right, and so not under the spell is Venus and Zinnia and Jove. Is that it?
Trucy.
And JC. I guess technically, yeah. Boss is also under the spell, technically.
well.
Boss. Okay, so I guess it's just me and Jove going to see Miss LA.
Great, excellent. So you guys, so as you guys are heading out, let me ask the question: do you guys tell Varner about any of this?
I think we should. Like, no, she's sketchy. Yeah, she's big sketchy.
She's a little sketch.
Maybe she'll tell something like, history restoration needs sacrifice or something.
History requires sacrifice. To make
I
an omelet,
think
you need to break a few eggs.
Yeah, I think for now, I'll just say that something came up and we need to... Jove, she's bad news. She's bad news, Jove.
Under your breath, quietly. Bad news. Bad news.
She's
Joe.
bad news. She's bad news. I guess it'll just be like something came up suddenly and we need to rush. Sorry.
But Cho's like, we could knock her out. Like, that's Cho's solution to the problem.
Of course it is. Joe knocked out Vala the first time we met Vala too. I don't think we should tell her for now. It doesn't seem like a good idea.
So you guys head out to go back to the office. I will follow you guys first as you guys head over to Miss LA. You guys cross over town, and I will say, even though, like, you know, you guys didn't burst into humming while you were at you started walking away from the second floor of the Firefly Seller, you do still have the tune like playing in the back of your mind. Like that catchy tune is still there.
So it's just like me in this morning with Amori music.
It would be more background music.
Legit, the Memorial Playground music was playing in my head while I was doing my medical documents. Like, not even under my control.
You were under the singing madness.
I was under the singing madness.
Under the singing madness. Yeah, but the tune's just there, just looping over and over again as you head over to City Hall, or Candlekeep Hall. You guys, run up to the office with Miss LA. Garlith is there. He looks at you guys as you approach. He's like, where's Phoenix? It was supposed to be 20 minutes, right? Where's Phoenix? Why is he not with you guys?
Bro, we have a situation. We need to talk to Miss LA.
Okay, sure. And you hear a crash inside. And she goes, oh, damn it, you hear? And so he goes, well, good luck. And he opens the door. I
have a very persuasive man with me. I think we're good.
And Miss LA, you can tell she's like fiddling with like this big Jove played more music on his computer. No, wait, I have actually I have a really funny. Oh, damn it, I can't share it though. I'll just have to. Damn it, I can't share it because the video is spoilery. But somebody did a kazoo cover of My Time.
You could have Jove, as in Jangly Jove, our bot, play it, and then the video won't play.
I know, but then I'm scared about the thumbnail appearing. Unless I spoiled it. If I spoiled it?
I don't think you can spoil it.
Damn it. Okay, it's fine. I will just, in my head, telepathically will this. But anyway, so you guys, rush in. She's messing with this gigantic, device in her office. You're not quite sure what it does. It looks like it has too many legs. What is going on here? You don't know. She doesn't know what's going on clearly because she keeps messing things up and things are falling apart. But she looks up as you guys enter. She goes, "Oh, sorry. You're back. I'm afraid I don't have. This is supposed to help me figure out a question I have. Then I'll, get back to you all. What can I do for you?"
We kind of have an emergency situation on our hands that we'd like to tell you about.
Okay. And she clears her throat. She looks at her device. And she goes, "Well, I'll deal with that later." And she goes, "What seems to be the issue?"
So, we talked to our boy at the herd, and he was having nightmares, and there was this song, and he had a feeling that there was something about being killed. So me and Zinnia decided to give him some, medication and see how he does. And we saw him this morning, and he slept really well, but he still had the song stuck in his head, and he started humming it for our group. And we might have stolen Phoenix for a little bit as well. And it turns out that our friend Boshi knew that song is associated with some precautionary tale about people dying in a cellar. And there's a guy named, I forgot his name, starts with a Y. What's his name? Yoan Pilt. He apparently had an illness called the singing madness, and he was like a scholar who had this song stuck in his head, and it spreads really easily to others, and people have died from it in the past or something. So, unfortunately, some of our party members seem to be afflicted with this singing madness, and honestly, the song is already stuck in our heads, even though we're some of the last survivors of our group. So, we need to find out, including Phoenix. So sorry we couldn't bring him back because we didn't want the song to spread. But we need to find a solution for this, fast.
She pales, visibly as you guys tell her the story. She goes, "Oh, no, I'm familiar with that story. Yoan Pilt." She goes, "That was, it's a very, very old legend, over 600 years old. She said actually it originated here in Candlekeep itself."
Oh my god.
Oh god. Did it originate in the Firefly Seller?
She goes, "It very well may have." She says, "Are you sure that you two..." She takes a step back away from you two. She goes, "Are you sure you two aren't already infected with it?"
I mean, like I told you, this song is already starting to play in our heads. We haven't been humming it out loud yet. But like I said, I don't know when things could go south.
He
So we
swallows.
wanted to inform you.
Okay. Well, I thank you for informing me. She says, I will do my best to do research, but I'm afraid it would be best if all of you and your group were all put under some sort of quarantine. You said you were in the Firefly Seller?
We are indeed in the Firefly Cellar.
She nods.
So we can
She
go
goes,
back there, but there's also this lady who is doing restoration.
She goes, oh, that's, she, like, snaps her fingers. She goes, Varner, right? She's, it took her quite a while to get that restoration approved of. I hope it's going well for her. But,
She's a real piece of work, as they say.
oh, is she? She goes, I'm afraid I haven't met her myself. I just heard.
I think that you should be glad about that.
Oh, okay, well, that's good. She says, well, is it possible that she's also infected with it?
Honestly, I can't say that I know for sure, but since she's spending a lot of time there, I'm guessing it's only a matter of time.
She nods. She goes, it may very well be that she too is quarantined and there with you all. She says, if it is from the legends say, this whole singing madness started with a book. If that is the case, it may very well be that book is somewhere in that Firefly Cellar, and the key to getting rid of this singing madness may very well be with that book as well. She says, my advice, I will see what I can do on my end, but while you are in Firefly Seller, in your quarantine, see if you can find wherever this book that is connected to the singing madness. See if it has the answer to ridding you of this affliction.
How should we communicate with you, though?
She goes, that's a very good question.
Maybe we should write letters?
Write letters. She goes, well, I could have Garlith slip letters underneath the entrance to and
Give
from
him earplugs. Noise-canceling headphones.
There you go. Noise-canceling headphones. I'm sure that exists in this world. She's got a fax machine, right?
There's magic in this world.
Magic in this world. She's, I'll get, we'll figure out how to communicate with you.
Okay. So we're gonna head back then, I guess. But were you gonna say something else? I think I interrupted you.
Just be careful, she says. Again, the legend is over 600 years old. I'm sure the book, if it is connected, the book is there, it's just as old. So be very careful when you handle it.
Oh, God. Oh, fucking damn it, we have to talk to that lady. All right. Let's go back, I guess.
Cool. So you guys head back to the Firefly Seller. And by the time that you guys get back, the others, let's jump to everybody else. You are there. This is like your first kind of few minutes in Firefly Seller, as you are afflicted with this thinking madness. For the others, I imagine Zinnia is taking this time to create one of the doses of remedies. While Zinnia's doing that, what do the rest of you guys do?
I'm not sure what to do, so I'll be teaching Sled some child lullaby, so I can stop thinking about the song for a bit and singing other song.
Perfect, excellent. Strangely enough, Sled doesn't really seem affected by this singing madness. Like he has no, he's like bobbing along to the songs that you're singing, Clara. But he has no can't sing the song back to you. So it doesn't really affect him. So Maxie, you say you want to look around. With the sunglasses and everything. Maxie, you say you want to look around. Where would you like to look around? Okay, cool.
I might help you out.
So you're cool. So if you guys are both wanting to look around, see if there's anything you can find connected to the story, both of you guys roll investigation.
Tonight has not been my night. That's alright. That's
Not
better.
too
Everybody
bad.
has those days.
Yeah, and there's been worse rolls. You've had worse
It's true.
rolls.
It's true.
Not too bad. Cool. So you guys start, wandering around, exploring some of the bookshelves. A lot of the books that are on the middle floor where you guys are, a lot of them have not been cleared out and been organized through as much as the first floor has, or the top floor. So you can look at some of the spines of these books and see if you could find anything interesting. This area is called the Stacks. The musty smell of old books hangs in the air here. Concentric rings of bookcases dominate the space with a heavy granite table that occupies the room's center. And for most of the other people who are just hanging out, like Clara and Sled, and Phoenix, even though Phoenix is probably pacing as he's trying to keep himself from singing. They're all at this granite table that's in the center of this room. The table would be a circle, but for 6 semicircular gaps cut into it around its edge, like you can see in the map in the photo, creating spaces for 6 chairs. So it kind of looks like a gear. Small stacks of books rest on the table, along with a candle holder that contains firefly-filled jars. So as you are looking around, you guys can see a lot of these bookcases also have attached rolling ladders to them. So if you wanted to jump on a ladder and roll with it, it would slide from side to side. But I will say, Maxie, Boshi, since you had the slightly higher roll, you do see at the against the shelf in the southwest part of the room, you can see an unattached ladder. Most of the ladders that you've seen have been attached to the bookcases that slide to the right and to the left. This ladder is not attached, it's just leaning against the wall, against the shelf. When you go over to it and you look up, you think you can see into the area above it, you can see through the floor up into the area above the top floor. And you see what looks like something you didn't really notice up there. Varner didn't really show it to you when she was leading you on her tour of her restoration project. But you, not that you were there, Maxie, anyway, for the tour, but something she hasn't pointed out to anybody yet. But there's an enormous stone book sculpture dangling overhead on the top floor that you can kind of catch a glimpse of. I will assume that Max points this out to everybody else. It's hey, there's this book statue over there. No, you're all good. You are working. You have priorities, man. Do not stress.
Yeah.
Pick a book. Pick a book.
Do I shoot the bigger book down?
Did you what?
Maybe shoot the statue down.
You want to go take it down?
Maybe we should wait. One of these things might be relevant, and if we break it,
Put my crossbow down, sadly. So can I roll investigation on the statue?
For sure, yeah. You can go if you want to go up to the top floor, and step around all the restoration stuff to go check out the statue for sure.
Yeah, step around.
Go roll investigation to go check it out.
Step around, woohoo! Oh, 16.
Cool,
Not bad.
nice. Not too bad. So the first floor, the top floor, This circular room contains, I mean, this is very similar to the middle floor, but it's got, the circular room contains curved, dark wood bookcases packed with books of assorted shapes, sizes, and ages. Flowers in ceramic pots line the tops of the shelves, giving the area a sweet fragrance. Alcoves are spaced at regular intervals around the perimeter of the room. 4 of them contain polished bronze statues of bespectacled scholars, and 3 hold overstuffed chairs. In the center of the room, a brass railing surrounds an overlook that gives a view of the lower level of the stacks, which is where everybody else is. Hanging from the ceiling, above the opening in the floor, is an enormous stone sculpture of an open book that looks as though the cover is flapping to keep it aloft. A spiral staircase to the east leads down, as well as up to the trapdoor exit set into the ceiling, which is where you guys entered from. The occasional errant firefly flits about. So as you notice this book, you notice that it's like really heavy. This you may have known like some stonework or whatever. Like you would estimate it weighs like over 1,500 pounds. Like it's an extremely heavy statue. The cover is etched. You notice the cover is etched with the words "Be curious." It's suspended. It's suspended by 3 chains. But you notice as you look that the chains fittings in the ceiling beam above are kind of in bad shape. So you kind of get the idea, like if there's a lot of weight that's added to this statue, it'll probably fall.
I point to the statue. That is probably the book. So, alright, I'm already infected. So, can I go and read the book?
That statue?
Yeah.
You can try to. It's not like an actual book. It's just a statue of a book. So it's not like readable. It's just.
Be curious. So can I? Oh, I want to like investigate. See if the statue is a curse or not. Can I like investigate that?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Arcana. Oh my god.
Or if you have any spells that can detect magic or anything like that, you can cast those as well. You look at this book, and you kind of get the idea that, no, it doesn't really seem, it's a statue. Doesn't seem like there's anything magical about it.
Vena, can you help try? I think you have good Arcana, right?
Can I check around the room with Detect Magic?
Absolutely. So you cast Detect Magic, and from what you can tell, other than like, you know, the normal things that pop up as like magical, Krissey pops up as having lots of magical items with her. You know, go figure. You know, and besides, you know, the people, you know, who probably have magic with them, nothing that you can see on the second floor or the first floor have, you don't get any sense of any magical items other than like what you already kind of know to expect with like from the people in your party, things like that.
So no magic thing on the statue?
No.
The title is called Be Curious, right? So maybe we can like keep an eye out on the book Be Curious. Oh wait! I haven't met like Varnier myself, right? Like as the Clara haven't met Varnier myself, right?
Oh yeah, she has not met Varner herself, no.
I'm going to find her and pop something out of her.
Haha, okay. You go find her.
Oh boy.
No, the fight of the century.
So you go to find Varner. Varner's been working, you know, for some time now, and she, as you find her, she is, she's on one of the like rolling ladders that you see along the bookcases. And she's dealing with some books high up on the higher shelves, handing them down to one of like her attendants that is with her. And she sees you as you approach, or looks down as you approach. She says like, "Oh, are you here to help? Can I hand you some books as well?"
Oh yeah. Phoenix said he was in a rush, so he sent me to help you.
Oh, excellent. Phoenix is so thoughtful as always. And she pulls some more books that are off the shelf and hands them to you. And she just starts piling book after book after book on it. She says, she gives you like a hefty amount of books. And, before she grabs, the last couple that are on the row. And she says, "Oh, can you take a few more?"
Yeah, where do I carry these to?
She says, "Will you take them over there to Ebder for me, would you?" She gestures to one of her assistants that's over in the corner. She goes, "Oh, he's handling over the horticultural books over there."
Ooh, there's so many books, huh?
She says, "There's, all sorts of, literature that's in here. That's been forgotten for centuries. I can't believe this."
I've been finding a book. I'm thinking like whether if the book is in one of these books. Have you heard of a book called Be Curious?
She hums and she goes, "I don't think so." And she like gestures. She goes, it's very well possible that there's a book with that title. I haven't heard of it before. She says, it's a common saying here in Candlekeep anyway. She says, "Be curious." It's the whole idea of Candlekeep. It's why the library exists, is that we want to, further curiosity and the search for knowledge and asking questions. She goes, it's a bit of a motto around here, really. I wouldn't be surprised if a book had the same title.
Ah, okay. I think I'll find harder then.
She goes, "Oh, and she said, do tell Abder when you have a second that I might need to borrow him for a minute."
Okay. So I carry all the book.
Okay. Abder is bent, head bent over some of the books that he's trying to sort through. And he looks up as you're arriving. And he is like, "Oh, those are, I guess, let me guess, more horticulture books?"
Yeah.
He nods. Abder, I'll describe him for a second. He's just a human, but he looks at you with kind of like a very dry expression. Like he is very, very like monotone as he looks at you. And he's kind of got like, dark black hair. And he takes the horticulture books from you. He like drops them to the floor in front of him, picks up the top book, and he goes, and he like puts it over into one pile and starts sorting through them. And he looks at you because you're still there for a second. He goes, do you need anything else?"
No, I think you are just like feeling not okay. You okay?
He nods. He goes, "Yeah, I've been at this for a really long time. All the days are starting to blur together." And he like rubs the heel of his hand at one eye.
Do you feel like have nightmares?
He frowns a bit. He goes, "No." He goes, "But I, probably will be if I keep dealing with all these. I'll be having nightmares about books, about my internship."
Why don't you get your break? I'll hand over your shift for a sec, like just for some minute. You can take a small break.
He like looks around. He goes, "Wait, really? Do you mean that?"
Yeah, it's just for maybe like for 10 or 20 minutes. You can take a small break. I can help you with that.
Fine. I just need a nap, man. That would be the best. So he says, and he points at the books, and he says, if you want, he says, you can just act like you're doing something. Don't worry about trying to sort them. It takes a really long time to explain how to sort them. But yeah, I'll just go nap and then I'll be back.
Okay. Have a good rest.
So he crawls off, and he actually heads down towards the bottom floor in order to go take his nap.
Interesting.
I get all these books myself. Woo!
So you are more than welcome to search for any books that you deem interesting.
Oh.
I feel like going to sleep and
I mean,
I don't know.
Oh, what is it?
I feel like eventually all the people here are gonna get infected regardless.
yeah. I'm gonna find the book first. So do I roll for like something for finding the book?
Go ahead and make a second and special investigation roll.
Investigation. Damn, today's luck shit, man.
Oh, yeah, not that great. You look through these horticulture books, and I don't know if you know what horticulture is. But most of these books that are in this pile and that he has been tasked with sorting through all relate to plants and the growing of plants and the study of plants.
Can I
Yeah,
see
but
like
you
one
don't
of the
find
book have like so cool folktales like Zinnia said?
Yeah, for sure. You look through them. None of the books that are in the pile that you have in front of you have the Sword Coast folktales.
I'm going to make a book castle of this book.
Love it. You make a book castle. As you're making your book castle, Venus and Jove come back. Venus and Jove, what would you two like to do? Is there anything you want to do when you arrive?
I guess we better look for books too.
Okay.
We're looking for that old book.
Cool. So yeah, you are able to. You guys want to make some investigation rolls?
Sure.
Gotta find that book.
Gotta find that book.
Gotta find that book.
Whoa.
Whoa, nice. Okay. Okay, you guys are both rolling high now.
You guys.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So Vicky, where exactly are you wanting to look?
Don't look at here. Here is all plants. Don't get me.
Wait, you're where? You're on the first floor? Top floor?
Where am I again?
Yeah.
You are
Okay,
on the
then
top
I'll look.
floor. Yeah. That's where
I'll
the
look on
statue.
the second floor then.
If
The
you
middle
see
floor.
a book castle, don't come over here.
I'm not gonna ruin your plans.
Yeah. Clara's been working so hard on that
You
book
got
castle,
you got the
man.
strats.
She's making a moat and everything.
And Shrek is helping me.
That's why it's helping. So you look on the second floor, Vicky, and you look. You look enough in the second floor that you do not think you can find any book that is of reference to like the singing madness. So if it's at least not on the second floor. I will say, and that's the same for you too, YJ. Both of you guys are not able to find any book that relates to the singing madness. But and this takes most of the day to search through this. But I will say, as you guys are looking around, you do are able to explore some additional rooms as well, because the main bookshelf area, the stacks as they call them, the main library of the Firefly Seller not the only rooms on the second floor, on the middle floor. So you can definitely check out those as well. And with your high enough roll, I mean, pick which room you would like to go into.
Oh, like all those little branching off rooms?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking if we can't find any book, I'm going to like interrogate Vena. I will like keep any book to yourself.
I guess I'll go into F3 because the room in a room. I don't know. Things could be hiding in there.
All right, so you head around into the F3 area. All around, fireflies float lazily about like embers caught in the air. 3 writing desks sit against the north wall with a sheepskin rug beneath each one. On one of the desks rests a book beside a stack of paper, along with a stoppered ink jar and a porcupine quill pen. Another desk has a leather case on it. A moldering tapestry hangs off-center on the west wall. To the southeast is a wood-paneled wall with a closed door set into it. You can kind of tell a weak yellow glow emanates from under this door.
Investigation time again?
Yeah, for sure. Roll investigation.
Yeah,
We
we
might spend a 20-minute finish.
Yeah, probably after I investigate this room, we should stop.
Okay, for sure. Actually, this will be great if you guys find a certain something in here.
No, that's so much pressure on my roll.
It'd be great. I know you'd be
Krissey probing us to put a cliffhanger.
Oh, okay. I rolled pretty good.
That's pretty good. All right, so Vicky, as you're exploring this room, this is called the Scriptorium, I should say. It's dedicated to the copying, like the legal copying.
Like
again,
transcription, yeah.
The transcription of certain library texts, but completely like following all the specific guidelines and rules that Candlekeep has. Because, not everybody is able to copy these texts. Only like scribes that are specifically trained are able to do it. But this is a place that way back in the day, it would have been used for scribing. But you can tell it's been used recently. Like they've been using this room as part of the restoration project. So like the ink is still fresh. There are some books that are open here that are being like trying to be copied to like be restored, so they can actually have like legible texts. They can make out what these old texts are saying. There's like one of the books on the desk has a bookmark poking out from its pages. You can tell as you're searching around, the door that's in the wood paneled wall, the door that has that little out in the outcropping there, is locked. So you can't really get into it. But you, if you want, you can investigate the tapestry that's kind of half hanging on the wall, right? As you look at the tapestry, you move it aside, and you find some writing in the wall. It looks like it's a strange poem. Let me put the poem into the chat, and then
guess we'll stop there, I guess.
Yeah, and then we will stop there.
Great cliffhanger.
Yeah, as soon as you see it, it'll be great. Let me get a picture of it. Taking a picture with my phone.
By the way, Sprig is still running away.
Yeah, it's so true.
It's so funny. Like I named like these characters like Sprig and Sunny, and now I've like played Amori and I've watched Amphibia, and I've met other Sprigs and Sunnies, and I'm like, damn it.
Sprig doesn't seem like that common of a name to me, but that's funny.
Right? But it's in Amphibia. One of the frogs' names is Sprig, and I was like, damn. the frog's name?
I think our D&D session is like a game. The main story of his break still running away, but we are doing the side story, the side quest. Don't worry, the main plot won't continue.
It's all on pause. They're waiting for you politely. Okay. All right. Here's the poem that you find
Oh, long.
on the wall.
Sunshine.
And as you read it, Vicky, or as Venus is like kind of silently reading it to herself, you notice that like the rhythm of this poem matches perfectly with the tune that's been playing in your head this entire time. Now it just has words.
Oh God.
Okay, write down the poem and break the wall.
Why would I do that?
Well, and there. After Vicky's found the
So
poem.
no one will read the poem.
Except for Vicky.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I'm not
break
under the
wall.
spell. Now, if I cover with a tapestry, it should be okay, right? No, bust it up. I think that the lady will fucking murder me if I bust up a wall.
It's okay, we can
She'll
knock
murder
the old
me.
lady out.
You can
Oh
lock.
my
I like how
God.
Cho's answer to everything is just knock him out. Just knock him out. It's fine.
Oh,
Don't
this
worry
is so
about it.
sinister. This is so ominous.
Causes grief,
Alright.
avoids the blame. Hey.
That's true. I have the power of Jove and anime on my side. So maybe I can convince her because I'm known for making a speech every episode, I guess.
You are known for making an impassioned speech. This one was the
The poor people need places to live.
Yeah. Housing.
Housing, city planning.
This
Alright.
poem is horrible. Mother gave it a tasty meal. Dog chose instead to eat her hand.
Yeah, like this is horrible. But no, even the first verse, it's like a mother, and then she just took out his feet and his ear with a scythe.
What the fuck?
Just fucked up.
Is the order of
This is
this
all about-
poem okay?
Yeah, it's all about death. Like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Cow a bummer.
Cowabunga, dude. Vicky looks at this and goes, or Venus looks at this and goes, cowabunga, dude.
Cow a bummer. Alright.
All right. Well, good job, you guys.
Wow, what a wonderful
Good job.
end. Thank you, Krissey.
Yeah, what a
That is-
wonderful, like, I'm sure, sweet dreams, right? Pleasant dreams.
Of course.
Of
Wow.